Hi guys! Okay, so this is gonna be the first video on this channel that is a story time video and not a daily vlog or weekly vlog or whenever I felt like putting up a vlog. I don't know about you, but I don't know if you ever dealt with an issue for a certain amount of time, like years, and didn't know what was wrong with you, and you kind of went to the doctors a few times, but you know, they send you back home. Don't do this, blah blah blah, eat, blah blah blah. Didn't realize that I actually made, bullet points and they're not helping me. Let me just tell you what happened. I had a cyst in my ovary. Disclaimer, if you don't want to hear about, women's stuff and their periods and all that stuff, you might want to click off the video. I mean, I'm not going to go into detail about crap, but you might not want to listen to it. You might not want to hear the word period because you're one of those people that are like, ew, periods, and I'm gonna punch you in the face. So just go away. I had a cyst in my ovary, and I'm guessing it started when I was, 14, 13. Let's just say that I spent 7 years in pain. A lot of stomach cramping pain. My periods were really, really bad. I ended up getting on birth control because that's what they told me to do, because, to regulate your period. I would go 14 days in a row, and then I would go a whole week without being on my period, and then I would get right back. I would be, my period would start again, and then it would last for days. And it was, as a high schooler, that really sucks, because it's embarrassing to be on your period and to have to go to the bathroom all the time and freaking out that, because my periods were heavy. I was really heavy. And it was bad. Birth control did help that once I got on it. And I was not sexually active at this point. So that's why I would never get a pap smear. I don't know how it works now. If you're not sexually active, you don't have to get a pap smear. I think it's different now. So I never got one. Big mistake. I found out. I went to the doctors about it, saying my stomach hurts, I'm cramping really bad. Of course, they put me on birth control, and then I was still having a lot of stomach issues, so I went back. She was all, maybe it's what you're eating, your diet, blah, blah, blah. Told me to stop eating, tomato-y stuff, ketchup and whatever. And I'm like, okay. Didn't help, obviously, because it's not what was wrong with me. It really sucks to go to the doctors and keep telling them what's wrong. So after going to the doctors and them telling me not to eat tomatoes and stuff like that, of course, the pain got worse. To the point where at this point in my life, I was 21 years old, I was working, and I was missing a lot of work. And I missed a lot of school too, and I used to complain about my stomach all the time. And my mom always thought I was lying a lot. She would be like, you're fine, just go to school, blah blah blah. Just when work came along, you're fine, go to work, blah blah blah. We worked together, so she would get mad when I wouldn't come in, and I'm like, Mom, it hurts. It hurt so bad that I was in tears. So bad. And I was so sick. I felt awful. I was always feeling like I was going to throw up, but I would never do it. And when you feel like you're going to throw up and then you do, you just feel so much better. But I couldn't. And I'm not one of those people that can, force myself to throw up. I can't do it. I would constantly feel that way. And then it got to the point where it felt like something was weighing down on my stomach. Something really heavy was just pressing down on my stomach. And it was excruciating pain. I was crying. I was in tears. I would curl up in a ball and just, I couldn't move. It was awful. It was the most awful thing I've ever felt in my life. It was just so bad. So I finally went back to the doctors, and I saw a different doctor. And the first thing she told me was, we're going to get you an ultrasound. Okay. First time the doctor had told me, let's do an ultrasound. Because, it's your stomach. We can do an ultrasound and see what's going on inside there. That should have been what the first fucking doctor should have said to me. But I didn't think about that because, you're a doctor. You tell me something, I'm like, okay, let's try that. Let's try all this medication for stomach issues that didn't help. This was 6 months later after, I went to see the last doctor. And, 6 months later, it just got freaking worse. That morning, you know, you have to do it in the morning because you're not allowed to eat or drink anything before they do it, so they can get a good reading of it. That morning I went, and I was terrified. I went by myself, which I'm an adult. I'm supposed to do it by myself. But you know, you never like to go to the doctor's by yourself. It was like, I think a Saturday morning. I went and the lady was really nice. I laid down on the bed thingy. She put gunk on my stomach and started looking around. And she did the worst thing ever. She went, every time she would see, you know, do something. She just kept doing it, and I'm just like, what is it? What's wrong with me? Finally she was done, and I guess she went to go consult a doctor about it, because that's, you know, what she's a nurse, she's not, you know, she consults the doctor. So they came back, and they said, so, you have a tumor in your ovary. In my mind, when I hear a tumor, when you hear the word tumor, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Cancer! Cancer! You have cancer! Because it's a tumor, cancer! I, in my brain, we're trying not to panic. We're over here like, no, okay, breathe. You're okay, don't cry in front of these people. You don't know these people, don't cry, you're fine. So I went home, and I told my mom, and I was like, I have a tumor in my tummy, or what? And so I had to go see like an OBGYN, all the other, you know, a gynecologist, because it was, you know, in my ovary. And so it turned out he was like, so we're estimating that you have a 10-pound tumor in your ovary. 10 pounds. How is that possible? 10 pounds. No wonder I was in pain. No wonder my period sucked. No wonder. So this just must have started when I was probably, you know, 14, and just started small. If I would have had a pap smear done, he would have saw it right away, and he could have pulled it out. No problem. He could have saved me surgery and a giant ass tumor in my stomach. Well, ovary. But I refused to get a pap smear because, you know, no one likes to get those done, but they are necessary. So do not get one, even if you're not sexually active, because you can still have shit. And if you're in pain, freaking go to the doctor. I got surgery done, and it sucks, and I have a scar now, which sucks. But I was 21 years old. 7 years I dealt with this, and it was stupid for me to deal with that much pain. And yeah, so the moral of the story, go to the doctor if you're sick, and keep going if they tell you stupid shit. See a different doctor. Some doctors are just stupid, and they are just stupid. This sucked. It was pretty much the size of a football, and when he got it out, he actually said that it wasn't as big as he thought it was. I don't remember how much he said it was, but it was still pretty big. It was probably still about 8 pounds. It just wasn't, you know, it wasn't as big as he thought it was. But he said that it was, luckily, that they caught it, or it could have killed me. So now that that has happened, I had to get my right ovary and my right fallopian tube, the tube thing. I don't know. I'm a girl. I don't know what fucking my body is. I'm not entirely sure how the percentage of me being able to get pregnant is. Like, I don't know, because at the time I wasn't concerned about it because I was dead set on not having kids. But now that, you know, I'm older, there's a possibility that I still, you know, I might want kids one day. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to, I want to, but I'm like, But at that time I was like dead set on not having kids. I was like, I'm not having kids ever. So I didn't ask. And I wasn't concerned, and he didn't tell me. So I didn't ask. So I don't know my percentage of having a child. or whatever. That is my story. If you guys have anything crazy like this that's happened to you, also I would like to say that they actually use my case in hospitals, like not hospitals but classes for students and stuff, because it's weird. Yeah. So it's pretty cool, I guess. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you have anything that is similar to this story or any weird hospital stories, feel free to tell me, because, you know, it's cool to see other people's stories. Not cool, I mean, it's interesting to see other people's stories. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, give it a comment, give it anything, and subscribe, because I am here.